What's up, guys? DD Quad here, back again, once again. This time bringing you my Week 2 matchup with the CPC Majors. I was about to say D-League, but we're not there right now. Probably should be, but that's whatever. We're here. We're doing great. Okay, let's just go ahead and get right into the team matchup preview. I really don't like doing these type of things, but it's fine. So anyway, we're going up against Hiker, coach of the Boston Boldores, who currently has my number right now. He has destroyed me every time, and he's destroyed me pretty well. So this is definitely a tough matchup for me. His team's honestly pretty good against mine. A lot of really great threats. Tornado's T is just a huge set, but I'll go ahead and run through his team real quick. Sorry I'm talking really fast and like there's in a rush. I really don't have a whole lot of time this week. I'm trying to get this done as soon as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and run through his team. So we have Mega Mawile, Tornado's T, Covantula, Nidoqueen, Slowking, Delmice, Pillowswine, Persian Alola form, Darmanitan, Quillfish, and Sliggoo. Looking at his team isn't too bad against mine. The things that really scare me are Tornado's T, Nidoqueen, and Pillowswine, as well as potentially Persian, which are all kind of just huge threats against my team. So I'm gonna have a lot of trouble switching around those threats just with the construction of my team. But I think I put together a pretty solid team that has potential to win, but I think it's gonna struggle. But honestly, whatever I can get against him is what I can get. So I have Garchomp over there, my Chain Chomp, my boy. Set up the Suthrox for me, has Toxic for that Slowking, which I think will be switching on me. Same with the Delmize. Earthquake just hit a lot of things really hard. And then Endure to kind of just help me check the Mega Mawile as well as the Darmanitan and really just rack up that rough skin Rocky Helmet damage. Yeah, Covagrigus was my second, more like my main check to Mega Mawile, being able to come in and switch in, take any one hit, give it that mummy, and really just ruin his day. Will-O-Wisps then just to neuter him completely and kind of just to rest back up and really just be able to load some hits. Gastrodon was my main check to Tornado's T, bringing in that Mirror Coat, which could do a lot of damage against the rest of the team, especially against the Nidoqueens, or that can lift some hits from. That's why I said high special defense. I decided to bring Sticky Hold this week just because Slowking wasn't scaring me too much with the Scalds or Surfs, whatever wants to bring. And I figured just being able to keep my leftovers against Tornado's T and potentially the Mawile and the Persian, I felt it just gave me a lot more longevity in the long run. Next up, I have my Roserade. I figured he might want to lead with a Persian or potentially Algavantula or something like that. So I figured Focus Sash with spikes and then 3 attacks would be really, really good against his team. Honestly, Roserade in general just has a really good matchup and is able to do a lot of damage. And I don't know if Spikes was the best option, but I just felt like with my next mon, Spikes was Suthrox could really whittle down his team. And that next mon being my boy Bisharp. Bisharp with Sugarberry to try and live an Earth Power potentially. We'll see. If he brings Sticky Webs on his Galvantula, I get automatically up to +2. If he decides to Parting Shot with his Persian, I get up +2. If his Mega Mawile or Quillfish decide to intimidate me before Mega Evolution and the one just regularly, get up to +1. So this is just a huge threat against his team, and Knockoff, Sucker Punch, Iron Head just had really good coverage. Pursuit, I thought maybe it would be really good just for the things like Slowking and Delmize if I want to switch out, but Low Kick might have also been a really good option. The last thing I had on my team was I just wanted to be able to wish back up because Hiker always has a really good team at whittling me down. So I figured just having wish support from Clefable might be really good. And then just special defense, just try and help me since I already have 2 good physical walls. I wanted something to help live some Tornado's T hits. So that's what I ended up bringing. Let's just go ahead and get right into the game. Okay, we're just powering through. Hopefully you guys can see the layout and it looks pretty cool right now. It's a pokey pace, so I can definitely link that in the description if people are interested. But anyway, let's go ahead, get into the game, power through. Whew, look at us, we're here. That was fast. Seamless even, almost like I didn't make a cut at all, which I didn't. So you guys already know my team, we just went over it. His team, Mega Mawile, Scary, Tornado's T, Scarier, Nidoqueen, Galvantula, Persian, and Quillfish. Looking at the team, I'm thinking, you know what, if he sets up Sticky Webs and then also kind of just intimidates me by mistake, Pidgeotto is kind of a huge threat, especially if I can whittle it down with Spikes and Suthrox. His whole team is pretty much limited recovery, where I don't think, obviously Mega Wild doesn't have any recovery. Nidoqueen's kind of hit or miss if he wants to bring a more offensive set, which is a good possibility because my team's very weak to it. Might not have recovery. Garvantula definitely doesn't have recovery, and then the other 2 definitely will, but they'll get whittled down pretty fast. So I'm thinking, let's go ahead and lead off with Roserade, and let's just get into it. Oh, God. He leads off with Persian, which is great. I think about going for Sludge Bomb, which I do believe I end up going. Oh, I'll go for the Leaf Storm because that actually kills. My bad. I haven't watched this replay in a while. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out right into my Garchomp. I'm expecting a U-turn as I'm able to get that prediction correct and get him down to about half, which is really cool, except Regenerator, so that's not as cool. Anyway, expecting some sort of taunt. I'm going to go into my Clefable, and I'm going to go ahead and just switch out, expecting the Nidoqueen, as he's going to go for the Parting Shot, which is great because it gets me up It's actually, oh, I get to a +3 parting shot. That's kind of crazy and a little bit broken. Anyway, fearing the bug buzz, I'm going to go ahead and switch out into Clefable as he reveals the Thunder, which takes me down to about 70%. I'm going to go ahead and just wish up, not wanting to take any more damage, and also to give my next thing a free switch, which is going to be my Cofagrigus against Small Wild. He's just going to go ahead and set up his Stealth Rocks, which is a really great play. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and just try and get the burn off on it, as he's going to go out in the Quillfish, which is totally fine. Now that he's in with Quillfish, I'm going to go ahead and just make the safe switch out right into my Roserade, who can live any hit pretty comfortably, and start setting up if I want to as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to get a spike up, as he's going to go out into his Tornadus T, which is totally fine. At this point, I can go out into my Gastrodon, and this is where I make a bit of a misplay, eventually getting a lucky dodge and Hurricane. Now, I should have scouted for Grass Knot, but I don't, and I just kind of eat it up, go for the Ice Beam, get the Lucky Freeze. Doesn't matter too much in the long run. Anyway, so he's going to go for another Grass Knot as I recover back up. And now, if you remember in team building, I said I brought Gastrodon mainly just for this Torrentee. So what I should have done was gone for the Mirror Coat on the last time instead of recovering back up, because that would have gotten rid of a huge set. Instead, I Mirror Coat a turn too late to see he turns out, and kind of reveals my gimmick. So that really sucks. Expecting an Energy Ball, I'm going to go out in the Clefable as he ends up just setting up his Sticky Webs, which kind of sucks. Now again, I'm going to go ahead and just go for a Wish as he goes out into his Quillfish. And then again, just expecting him to want to either step some spikes or toxic spikes. I'm just going to go ahead and go out the Reservoir so I can start setting up alongside him, which really sucks for him, as I'm able to get the Wish and get my Focus Hash back intact. Anyway, as he switches out to Tornadus T, as I go for a Sludge Bomb, and that clearly identifies that he is AV. He's going to be able to just go ahead and U-turn back out and continue getting his HP back with Regenerator as he goes into Nidoqueen. Not having a really good switch, I'm just going to go ahead and stay in as he is able to take me out, which really sucks. But I can go out in the Cofagrigus and start wheeling it down, because I need just a little bit more chip damage to be in range of a +2 Sucker Punch, but unfortunately he does kill me on the crit, but I'm just going to hit the Bisharp. Hope I get the low roll, which I wasn't expecting, but he's just going to go ahead and switch straight out. I should have gone for knockoff, I think, but it's fine. I'm able to revenge it straight away on the next Sucker Punch as he goes out in the Persian. Now this is where, even if I had low kick, it wouldn't matter because he still paces me. As I'm going to go ahead and go on my Roserade. I probably should have got on a Garchomp to kind of whittle it down, but it kind of just is what it is. As he's just going to be able to kind of parting shot me out. And then, honestly, if Torrentee wasn't alive right now, I'd be in a pretty good matchup, because I could start whittling down this Lowland Persian. He wouldn't have a very good switch in, but unfortunately it's not, so he's going to be able to keep wearing me down. I'm able to get a second spike up, which will allow my Bisharp to KO everything except for the Nidoqueen, which really sucks, but luckily, thanks to Endure, I can go ahead and weaken the Small Wild a little bit more, bring it into range of a Bisharp, as can weaken him, and then conveniently I outspeed him and can go ahead and get the kill off. Out comes Nidoqueen, who is now clearly in range of a Sucker Punch from +2 Bisharp. Can go ahead out into Gastrodon. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe that's just a weird play. I don't agree with that. Anyway, so we can go on the Bisharp. I think at this point I just knew it was kind of over. So I'm going to go ahead, go for the Sucker Punch, kill him. At this point, Quillfish and Tornadus T are both in range, but all he has left is the Persian, which can just go ahead and kill me, and that's the end. So that brings us to 1-1, +2 on the season. We play Will next, so hopefully we can bounce back. I would give more of an analysis, but I really have to go. So peace out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely check out Hiker in his match. You guys are awesome. We'll get him next time. No worries. It's going to be okay. Oh, God, that was exhausting. I don't doubt you could even hear me.